Kind of scratch late from bow number 1.
Well, bow number 2 is Germania. That's the world champion under 23 single and the world champion under 23 single from 2019. So those are 2 world champion singles rowers in that double. That's bow number 2. But guess who bow number 1 is? Also Germany, world champion singles and world champion 8 rowers.
So on the line here is bragging rights for Deutschland.
So I'll bet they were a scratch number 1, because who's this, Mitch?
This is bow 4.
Bow 4 having an unbelievable race. A mixture of California, Oakland, and Penn AC. That's Soren and Thomas. Both athletes have won the championship double event at the head of Charles in previous years, although not together.
Huh.
So a stacked crew.
Bow number 5 looks like they're next coming past this tree here.
It's funny that you use the word next, because that's next level rowing, which is a combination. This is the Polish national team. So it's actually a rower from the Polish national team and a rower from the U.S. national team together. And bow number 3 is University of Victoria. That's Saul and Steven. Veterans of both the Mexican and Canadian rowing teams. So a lot of international kind of mixed teams and world champions in this first few racers.
Rowing brings people together. It's like the United Nations.
That's really well said, Mitch. Really
and I have
well.
to say, that we've got a little bit of gap here. That was one of the best segues we've ever had. When I was talking about next, and you said,
"Oh, absolutely, next level rowing,
unintentional,
bringing together Poland and U.S." Not sure this. I think they're pretty good friends in general, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they're making these bow numbers smaller. Bow number 6 is the Oxford lightweight, which is Thomas and Zachary, some young guns.
9.
Bow number 9, that's Dartmouth, Sawyer and James, Dartmouth lightweights. And bow number 11, Holden Strong, Green Racing Project out of Craftsbury, Vermont.
7 must be University of London. Based on their
And yep, you guessed it, that's Tyrion, University of London alumni.
I hope they have Van sneakers on their launch dock.
Oh,
to
that
really
would be
complete
so
their checkered
cool.
uniform.
That would be awesome. Here comes bow number 8. That's Mob Jack. Mob Jack out of Matthews, Virginia. That's Matthew and Kyle. Not sure where the name comes from. Penn AC.
Bow number 12 is Penn AC.
Penn AC, yep. And that's Riverside Boat Club.
I don't think do we need to tell the those in attendance anymore that the Riverside is blue and white stripes?
I think we've said enough. And there they are, folks. That's Gordon College rowing on beautiful Chabaco Lake in Hamilton, Massachusetts.
Bow number 10.
That is an up-and-coming national development center, Chabaco Lake. And Gordon College looking absolutely sharp. Very nice sculling. There's only the longest stretch of water there is 800 meters.
Yeah.
So sculling is really where
you really develop the turning skills.
The sculling is they're gonna produce some world-class scullers for sure, and turners.
17.
Bow 17 is Riverside, and bow 15 is Argonaut.
Not to be confused with Riverside.
But there was an 8 out there the other day on Chabaco Lake. I'm telling you, it was an 8 out there.
There's just not a lot of space for an 8.
Not a lot of space.
Was it Endicott?
I don't know.
A lot of breaks.
Way enough. Bow 19 is Condru out of France. I definitely mispronounced that wrong. That's Remy and Grandsire.
14.
Bow number 14 was Marietta Training Center.
16.
Bow 16, Penn AC.
21.
21 is Peloton out of Alaska. That's Andrew Reed and Anders Weiss. They raced in the Tokyo Olympics in the men's straight four.
And they are rowing a pair in a doubles event, which is very unusual choice to make, because obviously a pair isn't going to be as fast as a double because you only have so much blade surface in the water.
They seem to be doing great.
They were holding their own, which shows how impressive they are as oarsmen. I've never seen that before.
Never seen that before.
Someone rowing a pair in a doubles event.
And bow 18 is Diesel, the Diesel Rowing Club out of Orchard Park, New York. Peter and Richard.
That's crazy. Yeah. I'm still astounded we saw a pair in a doubles event. I don't think there's a penalty associated with that, but it's just strange. So just in case we have some
We had a
folks new
question
to
here.
new to
Megan,
rowing.
what was it? Megan, come here and tell us your question again. As a wife of a rower, but asked a really great question.
What's the difference between a pair and a double?
So the question was,
For a non-rower.
for a non-rower, what's the difference between a pair and a double? Mitch, you want to take this one?
Absolutely. So in a pair, you're rowing a sweep setup, which means you have two hands on an oar. You have one oar in the water per rower. If you're in a double, it means you have one oar in each hand. So each rower has two oars in hand. Typically, a double would move faster than a pair because you have two oars in the water.
You might say a double has double the oars as a pair.
I don't know if that's what the math works out to
I'm just
be,
going to
but-
do it real quick on my hands.
because the sculling the sculling blades are a little bit smaller than a sweep blade, but you're right. There's probably more surface area in the water
Yeah.
for a double than you would have in a pair.
And doubles have to be the most tipsy of all boats.
A pair's pretty tipsy too, though.
You got 4 balance points, right?
Yeah, in a double.
In a double. I'm saying a pair.
Yes,
Is got to be the tipsiest boat
I would agree.
out there.
Yep.
Yeah. Probably should only be rowed by lightweights who have the kind of the
best rowing
technical
skill?
skill set.
Yes. Yep.
I would be very reticent to see heavyweights kind of rowing in a boat that
does
requires
happen. It does happen.
such technical rowing skills.
Thank you to one of our new premier sponsors, Moderna. Look for Regatta and Moderna trivia stickers all along the race course and bridges throughout the weekend. Scan the QR code for answers. We walked from Adager Row to here. I didn't see any QR codes for trivia.
I didn't see them. And Mitch, I think if the fans don't know, you and I are former champions of the Hamilton Wenham High School trivia
Two-time champions.
trivia challenge. So we love trivia,
We do.
and I'm a bit disappointed that we didn't see those trivia options.
I think last year we did trivia where we gave away beer tokens or something for. I think the question was, who was the mascot for William Smith?
Oh, you're correct. Yeah,
And someone came
We did-
running
yeah.
over and
All right,
it was
so
the
we'll,
statesman.
We'll start to. These doubles races aren't that riveting, so we can start to come up with some trivia to get the crowd back into it.
Right now we have a bag of San Carlo potato chips that we could give away as a trivia item.
I would love for somebody to give away another LaCroix pappelmoose to me.
That was good. Our next event is event 36, the Women's Championship Doubles. This is for the Craig Swayze, not to be confused with Patrick, trophy. The course record is E. Hogerworth and I. Jansen. I'm not going to pronounce looks like they're from Belgium. They set the course record in 2014 with 17:27. There are 22 entries in this event. Bout number 1 is 2 national team members. Kara Stawicki, a world champion in the lightweight pair, 2018, so we know we're going to see great rowing. And her partner, Margaret Hademan, who is a 3-time junior and U23 national team member. Starting at bout number 2 are Emma Tierney and Gabby Thomas of Vesper Boat Club in Philadelphia, who finished 3rd in this event last year. At bout number 3 are Hannah Huppy of New Orleans, who came in 7th this event last year. This year, she has experienced a new partner in Agnieszka Kobus-Zawaska. No surprise, she's from the Polish national team, who has won multiple Olympic, World Championship, and World Cup medals. "22 entries in this event."
And here we go, folks. Racing is back. And looks to be bow number 1. That is Kara and Margaret, who formerly competed at the World Championship, lightweight women's.
Looks like
Fantastic, fantastic rowing, but
it looks like they've widened the starting gap.
I absolutely have put in some distance between their next closest competitors, but you never know. There could be boats behind that are moving faster. It's just impossible to. Oh, thank you very much. We've got a cold LaCroix delivered here.
Is it the Pamplemousse?
This is a beach plum, and I cannot wait to crack into this 0-calorie, delicious, sparkling drink.
How many flavors does LaCroix have?
I don't know. I mean, but hold on. Everybody listen to this. I don't know if you could hear that, but that was me opening a cold beach plum. Delicious. Whoa, okay, folks. We've got a bunching here. So that's kind of interesting. Bow number 3, that's the New Orleans Polish national team combination of Hannah and Agnieszka. And they've moved through bow 2, which is Vesper. But bow 4, I would say, if I had to bet, is actually the fastest one here, right? Because bow number 4 has caught up to 3, who's passed 2. And that's an MIT lightweight winner of 2021 lightweight double event at the head of the Charles. So
Grace DiMartino and Josephine Williams.
Yeah, so looking very strong there. Bout number 5 is a Radcliffe pair. The crowd just keeps growing on the at the Harvard Boathouse.
Yeah. Should hear a roar go up as the Radcliffe pair or Radcliffe double passes by in front of the Harvard Boathouse.
Looks to be bout number 7. That's Riverside coming through. This is almost the perfect boat to row on this river, with all of the turns. Yeah, the double. It's a fantastic, easier to turn, fast with 4 blades in the water. It's a great boat if rowed well. Here comes the Austin Rowing Club, which is Elizabeth and Hannah out of Austin, Texas. And bow number 9, another Radcliffe boat, seems to be moving very well. That is Sophia and Calist. They are lightweight varsity rowers.
8.
And that is bow number 8, Rhode Island women out of Kingston, Rhode Island. That's a URI women's team. Some URI women's rowers.
The next Riverside boat that goes by should get a good roar of applause from the any Temple fans who still might be here.
Bow number 12 coming into view here in the announcer's booth is Ottawa.
Wow. Yes, correct. It is. Bow number 18, the double in the Empacher, is Arian from Saratoga Springs. It's Catherine Horvat and Savannah Bria. Oriya. Bow number 10 is Dallas Rowing. That's Lindsay Cusack and Madison Ostrich with the white blades. And bow number 11 with the blue blades, with blue stripe blades.
Oh, that's Gordon College looking fantastic. Gordon rowing on the beautiful Chabaco Lake in scenic Hamilton, Massachusetts, home of the Generals. But Gordon College, just perfect form, and it must be that glassy water of Chabaco Lake.
There were 6 at Dadvale's last year.
Bow number, I think bow 16 went by. That was Capital. Here comes bow 19, Calgary, and bow 20, U.S. rowing entry by, they raced in the women's straight four at the 2022 World Rowing Championships.
Again, we have another pair in this event.
Those are U.S. national team members. Here comes another one. Another pair.
And
another pair. So this is obviously a thing happening
Is this
now.
like a brag thing?
Yeah, this is a humble.
You know, we're going to enter a pair in this doubles
This
event.
is a humble brag. But bow 21 in a pair, U.S. rowing. Bow 22. So all of the U.S. rowing boats rowed pairs. Yeah, which is good, right? Like you would hope the U.S. rowing team
kind of level the playing field.
level
a
the
little bit.
playing field a bit, but seem to be moving through boats. So very, very impressive. And that looks to be bow 15, which is a Raleigh Rowing Center out of Raleigh, North Carolina. Morgan and Molly. Way to go, Morgan and Molly. You guys are looking great.
All right, I can hit the port.
Yeah, go for it. So the next race coming up is the men's championship singles. So these will be the best. These will be the best singles rowers in the world. You'll definitely see some Olympic caliber. You'll see some Olympians, some national team members. And I can't make this stuff up, guys. But the defending champion is none other than Elliot Putnam, a Boston College Law School alumni. So no surprise. I know nobody's shocked about it, but very impressive. Of course, a Boston College alumni. Here comes bow number 14 in the double event, championship doubles. That's New York Maritime. That's Chloe and Jamie. You guys out? It's great seeing you. What's that? Oh, you can leave the stuff here. They come in here. We're basically celebrities.
I have to feel useful.
You asked a great question.